toxic Dragon Ball scalers have lied to you about the size of the universe that Goku lives in. You were told repeatedly that there's infinite galaxies and the universe is infinitely expansive. But let's take a closer look at all the things that Goku scalers refuse to show you.
No, do not tell him that.
Firstly, this scene with Super Shenron, where you can see what others say are galaxies around him, often being used to explain away the guidebooks and the author's word on his own series where he said there's only 4 galaxies. You see lots of spiral things around Shenron and think, wow, those are galaxies, except if you actually watch the clip in the anime, you can see none of those things are galaxies and none of them exist before Shenron appears, and they're all just magical sparkle illusionary manifestations from a magic dragon that just appeared. Space is totally empty until he pops out, and then he flies around planets and eats one, and you can then see clearly one of these galaxies is in front of his face and in the foreground, meaning it's as close to, or even closer than the planet was to the viewer from the viewer's angle. These are magic manifestations of solar systems and baby newborn stars because the logic is that Shenron is new and it's logical to use illustrations of freshly forming solar systems and small star clusters to then reference the newly appearing dragon. So this is debunked just by watching the clip and not listening to people who show you just one scan and say that they debunked everybody. Those people are brain rotted and never watched the series, or worse, they did, and lied to you. Next, Jocko's statement about infinite galaxies will go down in history as one of the most unread statements of all time, where in the top of the panel he is clearly very annoyed that Bulma is bothering him and he doesn't want to go to work for her, or work as long as she needs him to work. So he wants her to go away, and he exaggerates the size of the universe to get her to stop and leave him alone. The statement is not true. He's exaggerating and lying, and everyone there knows it.
Shut up! Shut up! I hate you all!
Again, Bulma has calculated the size of the universe already, and they know that the Earth is located at the very edge of the universe. If it's located at the final edge of the universe in the North Galaxy, then the universe is not infinite because it has a designated calculable size that hasn't changed at all. There are 4 galaxies in Dragon Ball that are roughly 10 light years across, according to Bulma's calculations and the speed of Goku's ship while he was flying to Namek. The Daizenshu states there are 4 galaxies, nearly half a dozen times. Ignoring all of this is something toxic Goku scalers often do.
Quit screwing around! This isn't funny!
Oh, by the way, Goku scalers only cultivate and try to grow their communities with others who have never watched the series in the first place. During the Cell Saga, Goku teleports to King Kai's world and Cell explodes, killing everybody there, and the resulting explosion blocks out the big sun that illuminates the entire Otherworld according to the guide, and it's revealed that Otherworld is indeed floating somewhere further in outer space, which is directly in line with Boo's Fury statement, the video game, on where it's located. This was then double confirmed in a flashback during the Super Arc when Goku is training just before Beerus arrives. I'm thankful to those who do help me fight these Goku scalers, but I want to see 1,000 comments from now on, bashing every single one of these bad comments every time they try to make it. This needs to be done. This is the time for my community to start fighting back with honesty and facts and not letting the communities of toxic scammers feel safe in posting what they do. It's time they feel the hurt of 1,000 comments slamming them and chasing them into other discords and slamming them there too, and making their own content and videos and slamming them each time they do it. Goku would fight them online by absolutely rinsing them with the facts each time they behave like this, and with all their lies and inverting the facts just for social acceptance. Be a part of my Z Warrior army and help me fight those who ruin the Dragon Ball story for others.